this day is about us, so we really appreciate you guys taking the time. As Adiba alluded to, my name is Niko Karstikko. I'm a co-founder at SportSetter. We've been around since 2012, first paying customers in January 2013. Everybody in this room knows that people are spending more time and more money in fitness. And the array of fitness is growing, from the aqua zumbas to the sauna yogas. And in this fragmented marketplace, you can consider SportSetter your fitness concierge service. So we match you to curate activities for you based on your profile using a proprietary technology called matching intelligence that we're currently in patenting process. Other side of the ball, for service providers, we are revolutionizing the way they get pre-qualified leads for zero out-of-pocket costs. That means that we've got over 100 service provider partners with over $14 million worth of inventory at zero cost. Another element, which we recently referred to as the Spotify fitness by very credible North European medias, and probably there's two reasons for this. One, same way Spotify knows to, or Pandora knows to suggest music that you want to listen to and you didn't know existed, we do the same for fitness. So we suggest the fitness and the activities that you will like, but you didn't know necessarily existed. The second part to the Spotify fitness is that 15 bucks a month will get you over $120 worth of activities, currently from an array of over 300 different options. So really, you're getting as much bang for your buck as you can from a financial standpoint. But we don't stop at the fitness concierge or the Spotify fitness proposition. That's only to scratch the surface, because in terms of our community and in terms of the platform, we have an explicit opportunity to really work in the social discovery aspect of fitness. Ah, you play tennis too, or ah, you've wanted to try hot yoga as well. And along with curated content that's relevant to each individual or groups of individuals, as well as curated product sales, not as a web shop, but only in those junctures where they actually count and that they're relevant. So we've spent the last year proving our hypothesis, and so currently we're in the Valley for this conference and meeting up with a couple of investors, looking for a second round of funding. And we're looking for a partner to supersize our activities. It's probably the wrong word to use actually here. Let's say turbocharge our development, turbocharge our market expansion, and take this product to a new level. And that's all I got. Thank you very much for your time.
Not mentioning Pandora there. Yeah.
Yeah, at the last minute.
Yeah.
There is a very early investor in Pandora.
The Finns didn't get Pandora early.
First question, Mike.
Great. So the sports, are you right now focusing mostly just on individual sports or athletic events like yoga and paddleboarding, things like that, or is it everything? So do you want to be everything?
Well, I guess fitness, subjectively, people's fitness interests are across the board depending on the individual. But how it actually works is we actually give them in the form of passes that are good for 30 days, and they're not limited experiences. And essentially, each pass, which you pay only fragments for, are only worth over $30, and they're a true experience, essentially an exclusive free trial, exclusive to SportSetters. And those are from, we've got month-long gym passes, we've got partners like Reebok, CrossFit, we've got Crunch gyms, and several of the top players in North Europe as well. So essentially we've got everything from month-long gym passes to week yoga, unlimited yoga passes, to electric motocross, which I'm happy to show a video I went to a couple of weeks ago. It's just about as awesome as a guy could want to do. And everything in between. So, like I mentioned, the aqua zumbas and sauna yogas, we've got them too. Does that answer your question, sir?
Yes.
I think Spotify works very nicely in your definition. I am curious as to, since you have a subscription model, what your track record has been and how you're going to present the maintaining clients or customers over time. Since I would think that a challenge could be, and I'd love to hear your response to this, that many individuals could appreciate this, take full advantage of it in the first few months, but once they do identify the areas that they're interested in, that their interest may wane.
Yeah, that's a really good question. I think there's several parts to the answer. And basically, first of all, our cost at starting at $8.99 and $14.99 a month only represent a fraction of annual fitness spends. For example, in the city of New York, the average gym membership for a year is $1,614. That's just a gym membership, not to mention every other Soul Cycle and everything else that everybody does around there. So that's one of the elements. Now, that doesn't necessarily answer your question, which is essentially saying they make their discovery and that's it. So basically what we do is obviously the discovery, the exclusive free trials is the first step. The natural next step is that social discovery that we were referring to. You play tennis too. You wanted to try hot yoga, and then facilitating those experiences. And that doesn't necessarily, those eureka moments can keep going at it in the future as well. Now when you make that discovery, it's like, I love rock climbing. Well then at that point it's the natural juncture we were talking about after sales. It's like, oh, here's our partner's 10-time pass for that place you gave 5-star rating to and had your first free trial experience. Oh, here's the shoes that are the best in the business here, which we highly recommend. And so then that's still in the discovery. So I'd say the last part of that is once we've talked about the discovery trials, social discovery, then we have the element of discovery facilitation. Final part is routine facilitation. So a minor routine is learning a skill. I want to learn tennis, or next summer I'm going to run the marathon. There's a heck of a lot of things we can curate for you in terms of the actual activities, and also from a social context, finding other people to do the same activities, sharing experiences, what have you.
Thank you. That was a really long answer, so we can't take any more questions. We have to go to feedback right away. Thank you. All right.
Great story, and as I said yesterday, from a funding point of view, it all comes down to the numbers. When you have your first 1 million guys on board, and you know how the stickiness of the service and all of that, and again, you don't have an option to answer here. It's just that that's the crutch of the business.
Bill?
Yeah, I heard you had your first paying customer in January. I didn't hear what kind of paying customer it was, but I finally, thanks to your extensive answer, I finally got the idea. I think I get the idea, and there's a little bit of Groupon mixed in with Spotify in the sense that you got to go acquire these guys that want to give you these coupons, right? And that's your, you got to go to all that. And but makes sense. I'm being given the hook here, but it did.
Sorry, we have to. Yeah, Eddie.
Yeah, I think the discovery business is great. There's great opportunities for revenue share. So I'm not sure if you are differentiating yourselves from others by going beyond offering what the users prefer, just as a, let's say, travel experience. Right? Are you giving them a chance to say that they want to train specific groups of muscles, upper body, lower body, cardio? So that could be an element to differentiate yourselves. But I haven't heard you talk about it, but maybe you already have it.
I'd love to talk more about it.
Mike?
I just think maybe hearing a little bit more about community and what you're doing with community. You probably already thought that through, but it's something important to me.
Thank you, David. You good? All right, good job.